A short time ago, I showed you smartphone manufacturer Blu's latest budget smartphone, the R1 HD. When Blu launched the R1, they partnered with online retailer Amazon.com as their primary channel for selling the phone. In addition to a bloatware-free version of the device, Blu and Amazon have subsidized the cost of this already inexpensive phone by bundling Amazon applications and advertisements into the phone's software. So how does the phone stack up against its competition in everyday use? How's it going, everybody? This is Matt D, and these are my thoughts on the Blu R1 HD so far. Now, first, let's talk about the R1's design. The R1 is of a rather compact size with a 5-inch IPS LCD panel with a resolution of 720p. While the Vivo XL has a rather cheap plasticky feel to it thanks to the phone's hyperglazed plastic backplate, the R1 has a nice metallic feeling side rail and a soft-touch plastic backplate. Although the phone's 2500 mAh battery is sealed in, I really appreciate the fact that this dual SIM phone also included a micro SD card slot. At the top center on the rear of the R1 HD, we'll find the phone's 8-megapixel rear camera, which sticks out quite a bit. Thanks to this camera's hump, the phone tends to rock back and forth ever so slightly when I'm typing with the phone on a flat surface. After a few minor software updates, my unit is still running Android 6.0 Marshmallow. I like how Blu implemented a software experience very close to that of stock Android. The only noticeable software customizations are the Amazon software that came pre-installed on my R1, as this $60 version of the phone is an Amazon Prime exclusive. For example, if the phone does not have any new notifications, a full-screen ad will appear on the lock screen. Otherwise, if I do have new notifications, the R1 will only display a small ad underneath my unread notifications. To me, this is much less bothersome than a full-screen ad that interrupts a web page that I'm reading. As for the suite of Amazon apps on the phone, I can see myself using the official Amazon app, Kindle, Amazon Music, and Amazon Video, but I really have no reason to use any of the other pre-installed apps affiliated with Amazon. Overall, I prefer this software experience as opposed to the Android skin on the Vivo XL, which did not include an app drawer. One concern I do have is whether the R1 will receive major software updates in the future, since the phone is powered by a MediaTek chipset, as opposed to MediaTek's more open-source competitor, Qualcomm. Let's talk about audio quality for a minute. If you're really into streaming video like I am, you'll find that the R1 is not ideal for consuming digital media. The rear-facing speaker on the R1 produces extremely tinny audio at low volumes. I found that unless I plug in a pair of headphones, it's difficult to hear any audio coming from the phone's rear speaker. After all, with the phone priced at $60 US, Blu had to make some sacrifices somewhere. In the end, you'll want to use a pair of headphones when consuming media on the R1. As I've mentioned previously, the R1 has an 8-megapixel rear camera that'll shoot video in up to 1080p resolution. Looking at the pictures I've taken on the phone, I think they're passable for posting to social media, but I would not recommend printing and enlarging any pictures taken using this device. Virtually all the pictures I took indoors using the R1 were full of noise, even with adequate lighting. As for low-light photography, you might as well forget about taking pictures on this phone. The rear camera on the R1 only seems to perform well during daytime hours outdoors. That's the only time I was able to capture shots with any noticeable amount of detail in various shades of color. Selfies taken via the R1's camera might be passable for viewing on a smartphone, but not on your laptop at home. So far, I'm pleased with the overall design and build quality of the Blu R1 HD. As for all the Amazon software installed on the phone, some apps are useful while others are not. On top of that, the lock screen ads don't bother me much. In the coming weeks, I plan on running some benchmarks and attempt to do a little gaming on the R1 HD before uploading a more comprehensive review. As always, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up down below and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.